Don't let this happen to you. You fall in love with a beautiful house in the mountains, make an offer, you move in, and then 6 months later, you're frustrated because you didn't realize the nearest grocery store is 30 minutes away, or the town doesn't have that walkable downtown that you had imagined, or you're feeling a little isolated from the rest of the community that you thought you were joining.
Hey everyone, here's the truth. Choosing where to retire is not about finding the perfect house. It's about finding the right town or lifestyle first, and then finding the right home within that town. If you get that order backwards, you're setting yourself up for maybe some potential regret.
Today, we're walking you through the exact process we use with our relocation clients to help them choose the right town in Western North Carolina. From online research tools that narrow your options before you ever visit, to strategic scouting trip planning, to what towns actually look like when you're walking through those different areas.
Because we're not just real estate agents, we live here, we're part of these communities, and we've helped a lot of retirees navigate this decision successfully. So let's make sure you're retire smart and not just fast.
Let's start by talking about why people make mistakes in choosing their retirement location, because understanding the problem helps you avoid it.
So mistake number one, they fall in love with the house without considering the town. You see a gorgeous mountain view property, it checks all the boxes, and you just have to buy it. Then they discover the town is really just a gas station and a Dollar General 15 minutes away, and they have to drive 45 minutes for a decent restaurant or a medical appointment.
Or maybe it's mistake number two. They choose based on a town's reputation without actually having experienced that. They've heard Asheville's amazing, so they buy there without realizing that Asheville might be maybe too crowded or expensive for their actual lifestyle, while a town like Hendersonville or maybe Black Mountain would have been a better fit.
Mistake number three is that they visit once on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in October when all the leaves are turning. It's just magical, and they make a decision based on that one perfect experience. They don't consider what the town feels like on a rainy Tuesday in February or during peak tourist season when restaurants have hour-long waits.
Mistake number four is they focus on views and aesthetics without checking practical necessities. Is there high-speed internet available? Or how far away is the airport? What's the drive to the hospital like in the wintertime? Can you actually walk to anything? Or is every errand a 20-minute car trip?
All these mistakes stem from the same root problem, and that's making an emotional decision based on incomplete information instead of a strategic decision based on your lifestyle fit. And the good news is this is completely avoidable with the right process.
So let's talk about the right process. Starting with phase one, online research and education before you ever book a flight to visit. This is where you narrow down from somewhere in Western North Carolina to maybe 2 or 3 specific towns that you want to focus on.
And we've actually built specific tools to help with this because we got tired of seeing people waste time visiting towns that were never going to be the right fit. The first tool is our Asheville Area Town Finder that you can find on our website at hendersoncountyhomes.com.
The Town Finder asks you a series of questions about your priorities. Do you want walkability or do you prefer privacy? What is your budget range, and how important is it that you're close to a healthcare or hospital system? Do you prioritize outdoor recreation or cultural amenities? Do you need good internet for remote work, or how far are you willing to be away from the airport?
Based on your answers, it recommends the best fit towns for your specific needs and also a few others that you probably should explore. So if you prioritize walkable downtown and excellent healthcare access within budget, it might recommend Hendersonville or Black Mountain. If you want maximum affordability and mountain immersion, it might suggest Waynesville or Brevard.
This saves you from the shotgun approach of trying to visit 7 different towns on a weekend trip and feeling overwhelmed. Instead, you're a little more laser focused on those 2 or 3 towns that actually match what you're looking for.
The second resource we provide is custom relocation guides for each major town in the area. These aren't generic marketing brochures. They have detailed breakdowns of neighborhood, price ranges, healthcare access, things to do, the honest kind of pros and cons approach.
The point of this online research phase is just to get you educated and narrow your focus before you invest time and money in a scouting trip. You want to arrive in Western North Carolina already knowing, I'm pretty sure I want to live in Hendersonville or Flat Rock or Black Mountain. So here's what I need to verify when I visit.
And this phase is completely free. The Town Finder tool on our website is free. We're happy to send you relocation guides and answer questions via email before you ever commit to visiting. We'd rather you show up prepared than waste your time.
Once you've done your online research and narrowed down to 2 or 3 towns, then it's time to plan your scouting trip. And this is where most people wing it and end up frustrated. They don't have a strategic plan for what to see and what to do.
This is where our curated driving tours come into play. We create custom driving routes for our clients based on their priorities and the towns they're interested in. These aren't random drives. They're strategically designed to show you what daily life would actually look like and key areas and neighborhoods that you should visit.
For example, if you're considering Hendersonville, we'd create a route that takes you through different neighborhoods at the price point you're interested in, show you where the hospitals are, take you down Main Street, so you can kind of get a feel for the parking and the crowds and the different routes that you would be taking on a day-to-day life.
The driving tour gives you a feel for geography, the distances between things, and how the town is laid out. You start understanding, okay, if I lived in this neighborhood, I'd be 5 minutes from downtown and 10 minutes from the hospital, but also 20 minutes from the airport.
We also might recommend timing your visit strategically if at all possible. So don't maybe just come on a beautiful fall weekend when everything is perfect. If possible, you want to visit on a weekday to see what normal life is like, or visit in winter or early spring to see what the town feels like during some of those slower seasons.
And plan to stay at least 2 or 3 days, ideally, maybe even longer if you can. You want time to explore each town thoroughly, not rush through it. Book a Airbnb or a hotel or a regular bed and breakfast in town that you're considering, so you're actually experiencing staying there, not just driving through very quickly.
One thing we encourage clients to do is to block out time with no agenda. You want to spend a morning just sitting in a coffee shop downtown, walking on one of the greenways, or browsing some of the shops. You just want to be able to learn a little bit about the town by just being in it without any pressure rushing here or there.
And this is where having local guides who actually live here matters. We're not out-of-town agents. We live here in Hendersonville. We know these towns intimately, and we can tell you where locals actually go versus tourist traps and can connect you with resources and people.
If you're working with us, we can meet you during your scouting trip, help answer any questions in real time, and process what you're seeing. Sometimes just having someone point out, that mountain you see is from this house, that's south facing, or you'll get afternoon sun in winter, it can help make all the difference.
All right, you've arrived in Western North Carolina for your scouting trip with your curated driving tour and your short list of towns. Now let's talk about what to actually look for and evaluate while you're here.
First, you want to explore the downtowns on foot. Don't just drive through, park your car and walk. Spend at least an hour walking up and down Main Street or the other downtown areas. Take note of how it feels, what businesses are there, whether people are out walking, or how well maintained everything is, and just get a general feel for the area.
Go into the local shops and restaurants, which there are plenty of in our area, not just the chains. Strike up conversations with people that you see there. Ask the barista at the coffee shop, how long have you lived here? What do you love about it? Chat with the people at the farmers market. Most locals are friendly and happy to share their perspective. And let me just add that perspective is a very truer perspective than you'll get on Facebook groups.
You want to specifically ask also about some of the challenges, or what's the biggest frustration of living here? Has it changed a lot? What do you wish you'd known before you moved here? You'll get honest answers that you probably wouldn't ever get from those marketing materials or some of those Facebook groups.
Second, evaluate walkability and daily convenience. Can you walk from neighborhoods you're interested in to those downtown areas, those restaurants, those parks and coffee shops, if that's what matters to you? Or is everything a car trip and that's no issue? There's no right or wrong answer. Some people want maximum walkability, others don't really care. But you need to know what you're getting and what your preference is.
You want to spend some time driving to those key locations that you would be using frequently. So like, where's the grocery store from this neighborhood? Or how long does it take to get to my doctor's office from here, or to the airport from here? Or how long does it take to get to Asheville or Waynesville from this area? So you want to try and time these drives and experience the routes.
Third, just understand the proximity for what matters for your daily life. And if you are still working remotely, can you get high-speed internet in the neighborhoods you're looking at? Don't assume that. Call the providers and verify. We've seen buyers discover too late that their Dream Mountain home maxes out at 10 megabits per second on DSL service.
If you're active outdoors, verify access to recreation. Can you walk or drive a few minutes to some trailheads or greenways or parks? Or is it theoretical access that requires maybe 30 minutes of driving?
The fourth thing is to evaluate the vibe and just community feel. Does it feel right to you? Does this town attract the people that you want to be around? If you're artsy and intellectual, you may love Black Mountain, but feel out of place in a golf-focused gated community. If you're social and active, Hendersonville's retirement infrastructure might appeal to you too.
Look for those signs of community. Are there events happening? Are there notices on bulletin boards for clubs or meetups? Is the downtown thriving with local businesses or struggling with any empty storefronts?
Visit on different days and times. Downtown on Saturday morning is a very different feel than a Tuesday afternoon. If you only see the weekend version, you might miss that it's a ghost town on weekdays or vice versa.
And fifth, watch for some of those red flags. Are the roads poorly maintained? Do you see trash or a lot of neglect? Those can be signs of either declining areas or maybe ineffective local government. So pay attention to your gut feeling. After you've visited for a town for a day, ask yourself, could I see myself living here? Does this feel like home to me? Sometimes a town that looks perfect on paper doesn't really feel right in person, and that matters.
So now we're getting into phase 4. After you visited your top 2 or 3 towns, you need a systematic way to compare them and make a final decision. This is where people often kind of get stuck because you like multiple places and aren't really sure how to choose. We recommend creating kind of a comparison list with factors that matter most to you. So list from the top down your biggest priorities. Maybe it's healthcare access, walkability, home prices, proximity to the airport, whatever it is for you, just rank them.
Yeah, rank them on a scale of 1 to 10 for each factor. So be honest. Maybe Waynesville is a 10 for mountain views and affordability, but a 6 for healthcare access and airport proximity. Hendersonville might be a 9 for healthcare and walkability, but an 8 for affordability.
You can weight factors if some are more important than others. If healthcare access is critical because you have more conditions where you need medical care, that might count double in your scoring. If you don't care about walkability, that factor gets weighted less.
This process forces you to think systematically instead of emotionally. You might discover that the town that you had loved aesthetically actually doesn't really score well on your practical priorities. So while a town that seemed like it's fine, it's maybe not the best fit.
Also consider long-term factors, not just immediate appeal. Think about how that place is going to grow on you after year. And talk to each other if you're relocating as a couple. Sometimes one person loves the idea of a tiny mountain village while the other needs more amenities and social options next door. It's better to surface those differences now before buying than after you are in place.
And here's where working with agents who are local guides can help you tremendously. We can help you process your impressions and weigh some of those trade-offs and think through some of those scenarios. So maybe you love Saluta's charm, but you mentioned wanting to be close to hospitals. Or so how will you feel about making that 25-minute drive for every doctor's appointment? So may challenge you a little bit on some of those things.
Once you've narrowed down to one town or maybe two finalist towns, that's when you shift into neighborhood and house hunting mode. Now you're looking at specific neighborhoods within that town, understanding micro markets and finding the right home.
But you're doing that with full context. You know the town, you know the geography, you've talked to some of the locals, you understand daily life there. So when you find a house that you love, you can confidently evaluate it because you already know that it's in the right town.
This is completely different from the approach most people take, which is randomly looking at homes across multiple towns and hoping they stumble into the right situation. The approach we use is strategic, informed, and dramatically increases the odds that you'll find the right place.
So that's how to retire smart, by choosing the right town first, not just falling in love with the house that you see online. You want to start with some of that online research using tools like our Asheville Area Town Finder to help you narrow down your options. Get educated with some of our relocation guides. Plan a strategic scouting trip with our curated driving tours.
And when you visit, explore those downtowns on foot, talk to locals, evaluate walkability and daily convenience, and really assess what matters for your lifestyle and watch out for any red flags. We're here to help every step of the way. Start by using our town finder at hendersoncountyhomes.com. And it only takes about 2 minutes and will point you toward the right towns that may match your priorities.
Then reach out and schedule a free consultation with us. We'll talk about your situation, help answer your questions. We can send you those custom relocation guides and help you plan your scouting trip. So we can create those curated driving tours, meet you when you visit, and guide you through that entire process.
The link for our consultation is in the description below. We're not just here to sell you a house. We're here to make sure you choose the right town and the right home in it so that you can flourish in your retirement.
And if this video helped you think differently about choosing your retirement location, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more strategic and insider guidance about relocating to Western North Carolina. And comment with your biggest concern about choosing the right town.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the mountains.